All right, man. The Dallas Cowboys, the Cowboys, got housed last night versus the 49ers, and I'll run through all the games. Obviously, we won't get to Monday night because it ain't Monday night yet. So I don't really care about the Packers and Raiders. Another trash ass Monday night game, by the way. Um, but I'll run down the list of games now. Last night, I enjoyed that ass whooping last night that I seen. I'm not even going no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. I definitely enjoyed it. Brock Purdy was out there dealing like he was prime Randy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He was out there. He was out there doing his thing, bro. And it was just a caliber, different caliber of teams. People were saying the best teams in the NFC is the 49ers, the Eagles, and Dallas. And that clearly was uh, a big ass lie. Um, and the difference with the lie there is the Dallas Cowboys are like LeBron James. They're very, very fruitful to talk about for the media. They be 0-7, they gonna get the most publicity. Look, they always got the most um what you call it? They always got the most, primetime games and prominent games, and you know what I'm saying. And every year it's the same shit. They beat a terrible team, and then they lose to a terrible team. Then they beat a team, a solid team, and then they lose to a really good team, and then it's just they re-rock it and remix it all up. And in my honest opinion, man, it's just to the point where you just get tired of the same routine. Dak Prescott is not good enough right now. He not good enough. And then when you don't go out there, you don't compliment you don't compliment Tony Pollard with a back that can, who can run between the tackles. You know what I'm saying? You don't compliment, a back that can run between the tackles, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they formula for winning, if you gonna win with Dak Prescott, should be running the football, short passing game, play action, make a reads easier going down the field. See, Brock Purdy was dealing less yesterday. 7 for 24, 252, 4 touchdowns, no picks. The thing about Brock Purdy is they got a system which he get in the rhythm early. When you play the 49ers, you gotta stop the run. You gotta stop. Everything is predicated off the run. Once you stop the run and you take away McCaffrey, you chip him out the backfield, then everything becomes a little bit more simpler. Everything they doing is coming off that zone blocking, that boot action, that playoff action. They play just like my Lions play offensively. Everything is coming off that play action. You have to force Brock Purdy to play from behind, spread it out, take away the run game. That's what you got to do. But the thing about Dallas in the last few years, they ain't been built to stop the run. That's the problem. And honestly, they did a pretty good job last night of stopping the run. By the numbers, you know, they just let everybody get off passing. So by the numbers, they did a good job stopping the run. But you got to be able to, stop that run, and then, make them one dimensional. But Dak Prescott not clicking with none of his receivers. CD Lamb had 4 for 49. You know what I'm saying? Gallup, he ain't click with Gallup. He ain't click with Cooks. Gallup and Cooks are two guys that can change the game vertically. Or you can give it to them short and they can take it. To be honest, um, to be honest, uh, if I had to make a correct assumption of them, what they need is they need to get heavier on the defensive line. They need to get more girth on the defensive line. And honestly, they need a new quarterback. But if you're gonna win with Dak Prescott, you got to go back to the formula that you had when he was a rookie early in his career. You have to be able to run the football, find a bruising back, that can run the football, compliment Tony Pollard, get them big uglies moving mountains, play action, and then go from there. He pretty much need to play like Brock Purdy play. But I enjoyed it. 32-point ass whooping. They not one of the tier one or tier two teams in the NFC. That's just what it is. They're not a tier one, tier two. They're a tier three team. They look good beating up on vagabond S teams, and that's the God honest truth. They look good beating up on vagabonds. They look good beating up on the weak. They look good beating up on teams that they know they should beat. You look at who they already beat or whatever, and the 49ers are the best team, even so much more than Philly. They're way better than Philly, in my opinion. Come on, they beat the Giants and the Jets. Whoop de doo. They lost to the Cardinals. They beat the Patriots. Whoop de. They beat nobody that's good. They beat nobody that's good, bro. And they played one good team on their schedule and got popped. They beat nobody that's good. Let me say it again. They beat nobody that's good. So at the end of the day, I watched that whole game last night. I stayed up, watched that whole game, and watched them get power drive into the canvas. And now they are a tier three team in the NFC. Tier one is 49ers by themselves. Tier two is Philadelphia and Detroit. All right. I never thought I saw myself saying that that's temporary. You never know with the Lions. I'm a Lion fan. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Then tier three is like Dallas and the rest of them. So you go on what happened. I mean, Thursday night. I hate Thursday night games. The Bears got to win. I figured they would win that game. Uh, Commanders, Sam Howell's not that bad. I just don't know what's missing over there, to be honest. Lions, they toe up the Carolina Panthers. I thought Carolina would be more competitive, to be quite frankly. We had a bunch of injuries. You had the St. Brown missing, Brian Branch, who I think been our best defensive player all year, missing. But our defense been very since the Seattle game. They've been very aggressive, very opportunistic. And Jared Goff is, it's time to get that bag. So he playing like he coming to get the bag. Um, he planned to come get the bag. So, Goff was out there dealing yesterday on point all season long, punctual, accurate. He doing this thing, bro. So, shout out to him and Sam Laporta and those guys. Jaguars and Bills played in London. Another one of the no Bills is erratic. You go look at this game. It was on NFL Network, not even ESPN Plus. You go look at this game, and the Bills is just one of those teams where, I guarantee you they didn't run the ball well. I guarantee you they didn't run the ball well in this game. I told you. I know exactly why they lost the fucking football game. I know exactly why they lost the football game. This Joker can't be throwing it. Josh Allen is not gonna last in this league. Hear me out. Josh Allen is not gonna last in this league. Listen to me. Josh Allen is not going to last in this league throwing it 40 times. See, I know exactly why they lost. Now, real talk, let's rewind real quick. Let's bring this shit back like Babyface Ray say. Let's bring it back, right? So I don't even remember none of the stats from this Dolphins game, right? Oh, my bad. I don't want to go to that game. Hold on. I just know football. I just know football. And I keep going to the Raiders game. Like, oh no, I went to the Dolphins game. I went to the Raiders game. Went to the Dolphins game. So I know football, right? So they won this game, had some turnovers, whatever. But look, he passed it 25 fucking times in this game to 29 rush attempts. Now, they had a most successful rushing game of all time. But look at the balance, 25 to 29, right? That's kind of where they need to be at as a football team. They have to run the ball as much as they pass it. If not, Josh Allen is not going to win. They are not going to beat any prominent teams. They have to have a balance, bro. And that's Buffalo problem. Houston, Falcons, I watched a little bit of that game. CJ Stroud took them for the go-ahead touchdown. Ritter actually played very well yesterday and then came back down and got them in field goal position, and Young Hoku nailed the field goal. So, Falcons play an ugly brand of football. It's kind of what Arthur Smith brought from it's kind of what Arthur Smith brought from kind of what Arthur Smith brought from the Phil this the Tennessee Titans. So yeah, they play an ugly brand of football, and they gonna grind it out. They finding ways to win football games, and Ritter look like he making some Ritter like he making some real progressions out there. So yeah, shout out to the Atlanta Falcons, but shout out to CJ Stroud too, because he balling. I think he broke a record. Yeah, I think he broke a record. So shout out to him. He broke a record yesterday. Most attempts without throwing starting NFL career without throwing the pick. So I mean, shit, Ohio State finally got a good quarterback, and he was a pocket quarterback. They like to go with the mobile guys. He has an option to be mobile. We all know that, but he don't like to run. He likes Shador Sanders or Shador like him. Um, Tennessee and Colts. Gardner Minshew came in and still beat the Titans. Time for the Titans to trade. Jonathan Taylor made his debut too and got paid. Time for the Titans to get rid of Derrick Henry and probably trade DeAndre Hopkins to start over. To be quite honest, man, he losing to the Colts backup after Anthony Richardson got knocked out the game, and they called him Mr. Glass, the AD, Anthony Davis of the NFL. So it was a nasty, ugly game. But Gardner Minshew was the best backup in football. I'll tell you that. Then the Dolphins and Giants, Daniel Jones got knocked out the game. What shit wrong with him? He didn't want to get this work. They scored their first touchdown in the first half. The Giants, and it was a pick six in the end zone, and they ran it all the way back. So Dolphins just torched them. I mean, Tyreek torched them. That A-Kane running back torched them. Even Jalen Waddle got in and scored a touchdown. So it wasn't much to talk about. Giants trash right now. Um, they did a Jacksonville Jaguar, Blake Bortles, and they paid a guy that didn't need to be paid, and Daniel Jones. And I'm from Saquon. I'm taking my sweet ass time coming back. The Saints and Patriots, I mean, shit. Bill Belichick need to be fired. Though we need to talk about this. The Saints got one of the best defense, if not the best defense in football. They proved it. Going to Foxborough, bullying them. Ravens and Steelers, Lamar Jackson and them, the receivers are slipping and falling, dropping touchdowns. Um, you know, I slipping, I falling, I can't get up. What? Yeah, they was out there slipping and falling. You figure deal me. Um, and the Ravens made a late comeback. Got a punt block that turned into a safety, and then a big play, about 50, 60-yard play to George Pickens to end the game. And Lamar had two cracks at it, and I think he fumbled one of them, and something else happened. The Rams and the Eagles, not surprised, but Cooper Kupp came back cooking. But Eagles a good football team, and the Rams, still trying to find their way. Bengals and Cardinals, good football. By Jamar Chase, 3 touchdowns, a whole bunch of yards. You know, Joe Burrow looked good, and it's like the Cardinals coming back down to earth a little bit, even though they only got one win. Sean Payton made some comments about Nathaniel Hackett. The Jets made sure he ate them comments about Nathaniel Hackett, and he's showing up Russell Wilson on the fumble, whatever. It's not gonna go well there. He's not gonna be there He's not gonna be there and be successful there. He got too much roster turnover to turn over in Denver. Hopefully, they give him the time to do so. Um, the Vikings and Chiefs. I mean, Vikings had an opportunity, and it was what it was. They lost, and Patrick Mahomes moves on. Wasn't a pretty game, but it was a hype game. I went to the bar and watched it, so it was hyped up. Browns, Chargers, Seahawks, and Buccaneers all on buys. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the NFL Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, the whole nine. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. That's in the link tree. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That's also in the link tree in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.